Hello everyone, it's your boy Tim back again. So welcome back to the series where I try to build or work on a fresh Adsense account right from scratch to the point where I start making money for myself. So in the last video, I showed you guys how the account was looking like, and right now I'm also going to show you guys how the account is currently going. Okay, so I want to start from the very first step. I don't want to miss any step, right? So the account is still here, 0.0000 pounds. And I wanted to work on it behind, like moving from the person's host to my own host, because I actually bought this from my vendor. So in case you've not watched the first video, probably I will make it appear here. So go and watch it so that you understand what is actually going on here. So I want to work on this account from scratch, and I bought it. All right. So I'm going to show you guys the site again. Remember in the last video I showed you guys the last part of the site that has games. Okay, so this is it, games. Okay, so everything is still intact. Okay, so now if you get a new domain or if you buy a new site from anybody, all right, or probably on Flipper or anywhere you got your account from, all right, so as long as you know work on it from scratch, all right. So if you buy it from the person, the first thing you want to do is to move to your own hosts, all right. That is moving to your own server and also installing your own WordPress. So sometimes if you buy an account, the seller might not want to give out his own hosting access because probably he has other sites on it. So you want to move to your own hosting company. So to do that, you have to change the name server DNS. So some people actually make the mistake of getting an account without getting the primary content that it got approved with. That can actually cause ad limit or probably closure of your account. But if you know how to come up with good content, you can actually come up with totally new content and still retain your account. But the thing is that if you're buying an account, make sure you buy it with the primary content that it got approved with. It will help to secure accounts better. Now I got this account with everything intact. I got the hosting company and I got the domain company access. I got the WordPress access. Okay, but the thing is that I still want to move it to my own hosting access. All right, so I want to move it there and then install a new WordPress for the site. Okay, so make sure anytime you get an account, you move it to your own hosting access so that you don't have somebody accessing your WordPress or probably one day he wakes up domain company. Okay, so this is where the domain company is 123 reg because it's a UK account. So this is a UK based company. Okay, so it's currently hosted on where I don't know. All right, so and I don't want to know actually, and I'm going to move it to my own hosting. So to get your own hosting DNS, I'm saying all of this for people that don't know how to do this actually. So to get your own hosting DNS, go to your domain company or you can actually search for it. So my own is Namecheap hosting DNS. So I can go ahead and type Namecheap hosting DNS. Okay, coming hosting DNS. So go ahead and type it on Google and it's going to pop up. So let's select the first one. So for Namecheap, there are two types of DNS, the Namecheap basic DNS and the Namecheap web hosting DNS. So the basic DNS is just for the provision of domain, and the web hosting DNS is for you to access your cPanel and all of those WordPress features and all. So before that, you need to buy a hosting plan. All right. So there are three hosting plans for shared hosting on WordPress. So let's go over to WordPress. So let's go over to Namecheap, sorry. So if you go to Namecheap, locate web hosting. So if you locate web hosting, go to shared hosting, click on shared hosting, and it's going to bring you to this page. So if you click on shared hosting, it's going to bring you to this place. So there are three basic web hosting plans on Namecheap. Okay, one is Stellar and the other one is Stellar Plus, and then the business, Stellar Business actually. So this one enables you to put more than about 3 sites actually, and this one unlimited domain and this one too unlimited domain and all. So you can decide to pay yearly or monthly. So if you want to be paying monthly, just come here and select monthly, or if you want to pay yearly, select yearly, and just go ahead and click on get started, and from that you'll be brought to this place. All right, so before you do that, make sure you change your name server DNS to your current hosting, right, hosting company. So I'm going to just go ahead and locate that of Namecheap and then change it on my own stuff. So this is what I was telling you, this is the basic DNS and this is actually the web hosting DNS. So I'm going to copy the web hosting DNS, copy, go to the domain provider. Okay, you can actually decide to transfer this domain altogether, but I want to retain this company, so I'm just going to work with them by changing the name server and then probably when it's time to renew, I'm then going to move it to my own web hosting company, because Namecheap actually provides domain services as well. So just paste it here and then go ahead and copy second one, paste it right here, and then update. Okay, so make sure you update it and save it. So it's almost the same thing on all the whole web hosting company, or so you can see that the name servers has been updated successfully. So after saving your name server DNS, for some companies it takes some minutes or hours to propagate fully before you can be able to install the WordPress or proceed with the whole hosting plan. So I'm just going to give it some times or hours to whenever it propagates, then I'm going to continue this. Okay guys, I added one more DNS. Okay, so I thought it's only these two, but I contacted Namecheap customer service and they recommended one other DNS, so I've added it, and I've also funded my Namecheap account. Okay, so let me go ahead and check out for the hosting plan. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click on this, move to the checkout dashboard. So I'm gonna recommend this plugin that I use to actually reduce cost during checkout. So the name is called Honey. Okay, so if you guys check here, the actual fee that I'm supposed to pay is $22, and you can see that this thing is recommending 10 coupon codes for me. So I'm going to go ahead and click on apply. So what it's going to do now is that it's going to actually check 10 available coupon codes, and then it's going to show me the one that will give me some discounts on this checkout. So it has been helping me almost in everything, any international or any platform that allows you to check out on an intentional basis, or using your MasterCard or any card at all. So let's give it some time to check the 10 available coupon codes. So for the propagation thing, it doesn't actually take time. It was just me that did not complete DNS. So once you complete it and save, you'll be able to add it to your cart. So remaining how many now? Boom. So the deal was actually $22, but right now we've been able to save $4.58. That's actually a lot, right? So we saved almost $5, and instead of paying $22 now, we're paying $18. So it's going to save the coupon code in your cart automatically. So I've confirmed my order, so I'm going to go ahead and check out for this, and we're going to be paying only $18.30. So I have $19 on my balance, and I'm just going to go ahead and check out. Okay, so let me go ahead and pay. Unable to process my request, please. Okay, so let me go ahead and accept the terms and condition. So pay now. So I've been able to check out using my balance. So thanks for your order, and we're delighted to choose Namecheap, blah 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 blah. So that is basically it. I've been approved and I've paid $18. So to proceed now, you can go ahead and click on your dashboard here. So if you go to your dashboard, go to your hosting list. So if you go to your hosting list, you're going to see the domain here. So you can go to your cPanel. So if you go to cPanel, so if you get to your cPanel, just scroll down to where you have Substaculous Apps Installer. So if you go there, you can see WordPress here. So just click on it. Okay, so if you click on it, it's going to take you to where you'll be able to install WordPress for your primary domain. So the thing is that once you get this hosting plan, the main domain that you used in getting the hosting plan becomes your primary domain, and then you'll be allowed to add like 3 minimum or maximum domains for this particular plan. Then the other plan actually allows you to add like unlimited domains, so you're going to add them as add-on domains under your domain. So for this, you can go ahead and click on install. Okay, so but before that, you can just go ahead and change your theme and all, but you can actually do it after you've installed your WordPress and all. So I'm just going to go ahead and install the WordPress for now. Probably when after installing it, then I can go ahead and work on my themes and other stuff for the site. So just go ahead and click on install. So if you click on install, it's going to give you that space where you can input your login details. So I'm going to just go ahead and select admin, and then my password, I'm going to just put something like let me just put something that's in my image. So set something that is very strong. So the strength was more than 85 or so. So let me add a symbol. So scroll down. Alright, so just go ahead and install. You can select anything from here, but I'm just going to leave everything like this. You can work on it later on after installing WordPress. So currently our WordPress is installing. Let me just give it like a few minutes to install. So these are actually basics, right? I believe most of the people that watch this video actually know how to do this, but I'm walking you guys through this in case if you don't know how to do this from scratch, or probably you buy a domain and then continue on people's hosts. That's actually not good. It's better you move to your own hosting server, right? So that you have complete control over your own account. Okay, so I don't actually want this series to be long. So this is like the process of moving or installing your WordPress for your newly purchased site. So I'm just gonna go ahead and install the XML file of the site, because I've actually downloaded it from the other site. So I'm actually going to show you guys how to download the XML file of a site and then reinstall it on a newly installed WordPress. So now I've installed my WordPress, and this is actually my site link, and this is my admin link. So if I click it now, it might not be able to go through because of my Nigerian IP address. Okay, sometimes after installing WordPress, because of Nigerian IP address, you'll not be able to install the admin dashboard immediately unless you're using USA IP. But sometimes it can go through immediately. But let me just give it a try. So currently it's telling me that the page is not found because of what I told you guys. So I'm just going to give it like a few minutes, and then when the thing propagates fully, then I can log into my dashboard and continue.